Hey, Tampa File Squad, how y'all doing? I wasn't able to get that video that I was hoping to be able to shoot in Alton the other night. I went up there Saturday, and the person I was supposed to meet with wasn't there. So, hoping to do that in the future. I won't be able to do it this weekend because I already got other plans, things I need to take care of. So, I was out here the other day. I'll show you where I'm at. It's a little cemetery. I was out here the other night and I shot a session with the box. Nothing really came through. So I thought we'd do old school, and I might throw a little clip of the nothingness from the other night in here. So anyway, I'll try to turn the camera around so you can see what I'm looking at and the area. Let me see if I can do that. If not, I'll have to stop the camera and turn it around. Okay, so back in the 1940s, that was a World War II housing complex. There was red brick buildings. There was a lot more there. In fact, the other side of this guardrail, all the way where they got the new buildings at, on the other side of the new buildings, was the complex. I mean, it covered this whole area. And before that was built, all this was farmland. I mean, back in the before 1900, all of this was farmland. I mean, you had a couple houses, obviously, but then they built a couple churches up in here, this area where I'm walking. They had a Methodist church and whatever. They used to have a sign up until about a year ago. A couple years ago, they put a sign up here on the corner talking about this piece of property. And the vandals got a hold of it. They shot it up with the pellet guns and ended up knocking it over and whatever. But I got a couple still pictures I'll try to find to put in here. Hopefully I can find them before I decide to get the video up. So anyway, this here is a cemetery. There actually was two cemeteries here. One of them was called the Venice Cemetery, and I forget what the other one was called right offhand, but it would be in that picture if I can find it, of that sign. Most of the bodies have been exhumed, from what I understand, from this land. I'm guessing up from the angle that we're looking at, most of the bodies have been exhumed. It's a little windy out here. I hope you can hear me. The first founders of this area in the county history, the first founders, when this was Kinderhook, or even before it was Kinderhook, possibly, they are actually buried on this land, and their bodies were moved to Wanda, Illinois, where they were originally from. They were Revolutionary War soldiers. They were brothers, and their families owned this land, like a couple hundred acres. And then it was bought by Germans, a German family. And when the city came in and decided they needed to expand because of the mill, the family donated or gave this property to the city with the requirement that they named the streets after the family, and they did. They didn't put the last name on, but they named all the streets after the first names of the husband, the wife, and the children. So let's walk this way. We'll turn around, walk this way. It's very interesting. The whole time that I've grown up in this area, there's only been one monument that really sticks out, and it's this one right here that we'll see. And we came out, like I said, the other night I came out and tried to do a box session with it, and at night, and there's just nothing. There's nothing there. This is the only upright monument on this plot of land. I don't know if it's always been that way, but it's always been that way as far as I remember, going back as far as the early 80s. This land's very interesting at night. The rest of the area here can be completely clear, including that land where that pump is, just on the other side of or fire hydrant, just on the other side of the guardrail. It can be clear. Over here, there's a fog. Usually about 8 to 10 inches off the ground, there's a fog that just covers this whole piece of property. And we'll walk up to this stone. Like I said, this is only an upright stone. I was told this was all exhumed, but yeah, I came out here last summer walking around and noticed a few flat markers in the ground. Not many, just a few. I don't know if I can even find all of them today or not. Yeah, that was probably a marker there at one point. So it's just this one monument just standing straight up. If this wasn't here, you wouldn't even have known that there was a cemetery here. Lavaz, here resting God. Looks like Stephen, Stefan, Lavaz. Born in 1874, died in 1914, June 22nd, 1914. Which is very interesting because the person on the other side of this marker died December 22nd, 1914. Exactly 6 months to the day. They were Andrew Lavaz. He is 5 years younger than the person on the other side. I'm thinking they're probably brothers. There's no other writing on this stone except for these two names. That's a nice little glare in it. I'll have to come back and get a picture of that. Just the way that sun beats off of that stone. That is nice. So here's a marker over here. This is Mary, the wife of Robert Burns. She died in 1913. Then right here, there's another marker, or it used to be a marker. I don't know if it was an upright that just fell down. There's no writing on it. It's just a slab of concrete. There's a grave there. I could fill it with the indentation. Now, the other night when I was out here, although I didn't get a response from the box, it was interesting. Although it was chilly, here's another marker over here. Although it was chilly the other night. In fact, I had a jacket on, but unfortunately, I didn't have a temperature gauge with me. I didn't have a temperature gauge with me. I found it really interesting that it got really cold. I mean, it was just not like ice cold, but it dropped at least 10 degrees. John Schaefer and his wife, Catherine. Looks like Catherine Schaefer. He died in 1917. She died in 1923. Here's another stone. See if I can clean it off a little bit. So we can see it. Not trying to be disrespectful, but we just can't see it. The years of heavy grass just blowing on it. I think the city mows this. She died in 1896. Elizabeth. He died in 1915. She died the year that this city became incorporated, 1896. That's a roofed shingle. Here's another stone. Again, it's just a concrete slab. The top of the stone fell over and they removed it, or it just aged away. So, anyway, let's go up here. It looks like another stone. Nope. It's just a clearing. Just dirt. Right. See what I mean? That's it. That's it. That's the whole thing right there. Right. I'm gonna call it a day. And I'm so sorry I couldn't do what I wanted to get done. I ain't gonna tell you what it is because I'm still gonna try to get it done. Unfortunately, it won't be for Halloween. But anyway, y'all take care. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell, and if you like the channel, please tell others about it. Bye. I got a sweep 4 on the AM mode. Is anybody out here that would like to talk? You can see this is the only upright stone out here. Andrew, are you here? Andrew, are you here? Yes? How did you die, Andrew? You want to talk? Is this Andrew I'm speaking to? You am? If there's anybody out here who would like to talk, I come in peace and love and respect. And if you like to talk, there's this little box here. If you talk into it, I can possibly hear you. If I can't hear you, I don't mean any disrespect. I will go back and listen to it. Is there anybody here who would like to talk tonight? Andrew, are you here? Oh, it's Stefan. Anybody? Are you here? Let's just walk around and see if we can. We're here. What's your name? Well, it just got colder. It just got colder out here. Wish I had my EMF that has a there's a temperature gauge on it. See, here's another headstone. Mr. Burns, 1913. I'm sorry, the wife of Robert Burns. Get back. Here's another stone, or it used to be a stone. Mrs. Burns, would you like to talk? Well, it got real cold right here. I mean, it's a chilly night anyway, but it's a chilly night anyway, but it just got really cold. As I walked in front of Mrs. Burns' stone. I know there's a couple of other stones around here. Who else is buried out here? I'm sorry, can you repeat that? Engage? Would you like to engage? Would you like to have a conversation?
Yeah, I think.
Well, I thank you for your time. If there's anybody out here, please stay here. You can't follow me home. No attachments. But I thank you for letting me walk around out here.
I mean,